Shalom. When I'm gonna lesson up by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who taught us his truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Back with another lesson through the spirit, man. It's gonna be talking about an article that I came across. I seen pop up on my feed, and it caught my attention. It sparked the idea for me to do a lesson on this, so just gonna be pulling out precepts through the spirit, man. Yeah. Lord willing to be edifying to those out there listening and watching. So without further ado, man, let's get into it. So it reads, Israel Hezbollah truce in jeopardy after rocket brigade kills 6. Now, when I seen this, it made me think about this thing that the brother always tells me. He says, the Edomites broke over 500 treaties with Gad, man. They broke over 500 with Gad. Okay. And that's what made me think. That's the first thought I had when I seen that title, when it said that their truce is in jeopardy. Let me see. I'm trying to find this precept. So this is Deuteronomy 32 and 35. This will do. To me belongeth vengeance, right? And it speaks on that in Hebrews 10 and 30 as well. And another place, I believe that's Romans 12. Romans 12, I believe. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, right? For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For the Lord Yahweh shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left, right? And while the Lord is talking about his people, judging his people, okay, this also stands true for Edomites as well and other nations, okay? And the Israelis too, man, right? They're gonna, if you all are aware what the Lord says about Amalek in the scriptures, so I don't even have to go there. But hey, man, what they're doing is gonna be done unto them, man. They're known for breaking treaties and going back on their word, right? Saying one thing and doing another. It says, I will take revenge. I will pay them back. In due time, their feet will slip, okay? So that's what we're waiting on, man. We're just waiting on their feet to slip. Israel, America, etc., man. So, like, let me, excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back. We just waiting. We just waiting on that one event, man. Especially over here in America. So let's go back. Troops in jeopardy after rocket brigade kills 6. So it says Israel launched airstrikes on several locations in Lebanon on Saturday in retaliation for a rocket attack, killing 6 people in the heaviest exchange of fire since its ceasefire with the militant group Hezbollah began nearly 4 months ago. And we know what the book says about Lebanon as well. Damn it. It's a lot of verses. I know it's in the book of Jeremiah, though, if I'm not mistaken. No. Let me see. So I can bear with me. That's a fire made of iodized cedars. It's not this. Why did this make this all nice and big? Okay, there we go. So I can bear with me. Bear with me, Israel. Just bear with me. And Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. Here it is. The water y'all by Shimon Show. I will bring them again also out of the land. This is Zechariah 10:10. Bring them also, I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt and gather them out of Assyria, right? So he said, gonna bring us again out of the land of Egypt, right? And America is spiritual Egypt, okay? And gather them out of Assyria as well. America is also referenced Assyria too. And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. And he shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea. And all no, this isn't right. I'm looking for where it said the trees gonna get burned down in Lebanon. Lebanon cedars. I'm gonna just put that in and then just call it a day. You can just use this. Let's see what the heading is. The doomed flock. Open thy doors, O Lebanon. This is Zechariah 11:1. That the fire may devour thy cedars. Howl, fir tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. Howl, O ye oaks of Bashan, for the forest of the vintage is gone down. Is come down. There's a voice of howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of the young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus saith Yahweh, the Most High Power, feed the flock of my slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that failed them say, Blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So I just brought that out to show that the Lord, it says it in the scriptures that the Lord's going to judge Lebanon, as that's also our land too. So the exchange sparked concern about whether the ceasefire will hold days after Israel relaunched its war with another Iran-backed militant group, Hamas, in Gaza. In a statement, Hezbollah denied being responsible for the attack, saying it was committed to the truce. Right? So they saying they're committed on their end. But why is it going to get, you know what I'm saying, why is the truce going to be broken? Because of this nigga right here. Let's see. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Miloukowski's office said it instructed the army to respond forcefully against dozens of targets in Lebanon, where the Iran-backed Hezbollah is based. Israel's army said 6 rockets were fired toward Metula, a town along the border with Lebanon. 3 crossed into Israel and were intercepted. Right, and they said they were unsure whether the ceasefire will hold. Right. The army said it cannot confirm the identity of the organization that fired the rockets. It said it struck Hezbollah command centers and dozens of rocket launchers. An Israeli strike on the southern Lebanese village of Tulane killed 5 people, including a child, and wounded 10 others, including 2 children, Lebanon's state-run national news agency reported. Another Israeli strike Saturday hit a garage in the coastal city of Tyre. The NNA reported with 1 person killed and 7 wounded. It was the first attack on the city since the ceasefire took effect November 27th. And a strike on Has al-Said Ali village along the border with Syria wounded 5 people, according to the NNA. In a statement, Lebanon's Prime Minister Nawaf Salam asked the country's military to take all necessary measures in the south, but said the country does not want to return to war. I want to get this. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Psalm 58 and verse 1. To the chief musician, Mictam of David, do ye indeed speak righteousness? O congregation, do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yeah, in the heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. So you spread violence throughout the land, man. The sons of men, okay? The nations, but specifically the Edomites, because they're the ones who are the wickedest on earth, right? The ones who live by it. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So you make a truce with a country and you continue to attack it, right? People making a big deal. Remember, they said they're going to have a ceasefire. People making a big deal out of this shit. In my head, I'm thinking, what's the big deal about this ceasefire? They're going to continue the war. The war's not over. They're going to continue fighting. Right? It's just like a woman, man. Such as the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Okay? So in their mind, they ain't did shit wrong. Right? Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Okay? Her poison is as deadly as the poison of a snake. And she does not listen to anyone. She goes however she wants, man. She goes every which way. It's like a whore that can't be controlled. That's why it's called Babylon the Great, the whore. Right? And Israel is right in there with it. Hezbollah began launching rockets, drones, and missiles into Israel the day after Hamas' November 7th, 2023 attack out of Gaza ignited the war there. The Israel-Hezbollah conflict boiled over into an all-out war in September as Israel carried out waves of airstrikes and killed most of the militant group's senior leaders. The fighting killed over 4,000 people in Lebanon and displaced about 60,000 Israelis. Yet they're trying to move over 2 million Palestinians in a different land, right? And they talk about this, right? They killed most of their senior leaders and whatnot. Okay. You got the one that popped up again. After not being heard from for months. Then on top of that, Israel, the reason why they having the success that they having it is because they have a good, the IDF is good, man. They have a good Air Force, right? Israel defense forces. But on the ground, they was getting their ass whooped by the Yemenis, I believe, the Houthis, whatnot, Hamas. Israeli forces were supposed to withdraw from all Lebanese territory by late January under the ceasefire deal. What did I say? The deadline was extended to February 18th, but Israel has remained in 5 locations in Lebanon across from communities in northern Israel. Let me get this, man. I knew it was around Psalm 54. The words of his mouth, this is Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. That's all they care about is war, man. That's all they care about is going to war and fighting. They don't care about nothing else. They don't want no peace, man. There are people of violence. They feed off of that shit. Meanwhile, Israel has carried out dozens of airstrikes on southern and eastern Lebanon and other Arab nations, saying it attacked Hezbollah while continuing drone attacks that have killed several members of the militant group. Lebanon has appealed to the UN to pressure Israel to fully withdraw. The United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon said it was alarmed at the possible escalation of violence and urged all parties to avoid jeopardizing the progress made. The strikes came a day after Israel said it would carry out operations in Gaza with increasing intensity until Hamas frees the 59 hostages it holds. 24 of them are believed to be alive. Israeli strikes on Friday night killed at least 9 people, including 3 children in a house in Gaza City, according to the Al-Ali Hospital, which received the bodies. Rubble and glass started falling on us, said Sameh al-Masharawi, who lost his brother in the attack. He mourned with his young nephew, Samir al-Masharawi, whose parents and siblings were killed. The 12-year-old, his head and wrist bandaged, sat in the back of a truck and cried, right? Must be the parkour. Like, damn, I just typed this word for fucking word. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And I said hands. Whoops, my bad. He covereth the faces of the judges. Therefore, thereof, if not where, and who is he? That's why the world is engulfed in so much wickedness. That's why so much damn chaos going on in the streets now. Right? All this damn shit. People wondering why they so damn depressed and sad. Look at who's ruling, man. And I'm about to get that too. This is Proverbs 29 and 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, The people mourn. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father. But he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. So the people are mourning, man. That kid, like you said, man, his brother died. He was sad. Who wouldn't be sad if their brother died, right? And there's a lot of shit going on over there. If you seen Lebanon, you'd be like, damn, this shit looks like a fucking Call of Duty lobby. Israel's military said Friday that its forces were planning fresh assaults into 3 neighborhoods west of Gaza City and issued warnings on social media for Palestinians to evacuate the areas. And then they do soft ass shit like that, blowing up neighborhoods and shit. Man, the Amalekites and fucking Esau Edom are so damn soft, dude. It's you can't even make it up. Here it is, you having a war, and you know who the main target is? The civilians. We ain't gonna try and blow up no military shit. We just gonna go ahead and bomb the common folk, right? Because they got all the guns and the weapons that's causing these other airstrikes. You can't make this shit up, man. Hamas unfortunately understands military pressure. Netanyahu's foreign policy advisor Ofer Falk told the Associated Press around 600 Palestinians have been killed since Israel relaunched the war on Tuesday. Mind you, these people are hurt because of October 7th. That's all they can use. October 7th. If they wanted peace, they could have ended the fucking war already. Nope. They want to occupy these people. They want to kill them off. Damn near make them go extinct, right? This is Psalm 11:5. Lord Yahweh trieth the righteous. Let me see. You can read this whole chapter. It's Psalm 11:1. And it reads, the Lord a refuge and defense. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. In Yahweh put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot it at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Yahweh is in his holy temple. Yahweh's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Yahweh trieth the righteous, but the wicked, and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. And I can't stand these motherfuckers neither. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Okay? So that's what's going to come upon these motherfuckers, man. and I can't wait till their time come, man. For the righteous, Yahweh loveth righteousness. His countenance doth behold the upright. The water Yahweh Shah. Israel had already cut off the supply of food, fuel, and humanitarian aid to Gaza's roughly 2 million Palestinians, aiming to pressure Hamas over ceasefire negotiations. You know what, man? Just reading this article, we're seeing how wicked these motherfuckers are. That's all I gotta say. The international, you cut off food and supplies to 2 million people, man. You're trying to starve these people out and kill them. The international community has condemned the resumed attacks. The initial 2023 attack. Hold up, man. And I could pull out Psalm chapter 10 because they do persecute the poor, man. We're literally seeing that happen right now. When is their time gonna come, right? That's what it's asking, man. When is their time gonna come? It's gonna come soon. Just wait. It's gonna come soon. I want to see because I want to make sure I can use this in this context. Just, lawful, righteous, right, correct, lawful. I mean, these aren't just people. I can't say that about these Palestinians because they're not Israelites. It's okay. This concerning Esau. This Obadiah 1:15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Okay, and that's okay, man. Right? And it's really talking about the things that they've done to us. But the things that y'all do to these other nations as well, we gonna make sure it come back upon y'all bitch ass niggas too. The international community has condemned the resumed attacks. The initial 2023 attack by Hamas-led militants killed some 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and took 251 hostages. Most of the hostages have been freed in ceasefire agreements or other deals. Call Yahweh Bashim Shah, 1144. Israeli forces have rescued 8 living hostages and recovered the bodies of dozens more. Israel's retaliatory offensive has killed more than 49,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza's health ministry. It does not say how many were militants, but says more than half of those killed were women and children. Israel says it has killed around 20,000 militants without providing evidence. And like I said, man, these numbers aren't accurate because you have to account for those who are lost in rubble and whatnot. They can't, it's a whole thing, man. I'm not gonna get going to it though. Tens of thousands of Israelis on Saturday again protested the government's failure to negotiate a hostage deal and its move to fire the head of the country's Shin Bet International Security Service. They call for new elections. It's funny that they call this retaliatory offensive when it don't sound like that. It don't seem like that. It's a retaliatory offensive, man. They killed 1,200 people. You motherfuckers done killed well over hundreds of thousands of them. The Supreme Court has ordered a temporary halt to Ronan Barr's dismissal until an appeal is heard. Israel's Attorney General has ruled that cabinet has not legal basis to dismiss him. Milikowski said in a statement late Saturday that Barr will not remain the head of the Shin Bet, and Israel will remain a democratic state. He argued that his loss of confidence in Barr long predates the Shin Bet investigation into illicit ties between several of his aides in Qatar. Opposition leader Yair Lapid called for a tax rebellion and general strike if the government defies the court ruling, saying if this happens, the entire country needs to grind to a halt. Okay, so I'm gonna just get this precept and then close it off there. This is Exodus chapter 17 and verse 16 For he said, because Yahweh hath sworn that I'm gonna get another one too. For he said about because Yahweh hath sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And Amalek is the people we've been talking about this whole time. Put it together. This is Numbers 24:19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So it's okay, man. These motherfuckers gonna perish forever, and the Lord's gonna have war with them from generation to generation. They gonna see judgment. They think they get away with these war crimes now, but they're gonna see judgment. So, Lord willing, this also was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I know this one kind of got a little lengthy, but this was going through the spirit, man. So, minute off there. Call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Harukakudash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who told us his truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.